Ignorance will be your undoing. No one can stop me.
You want original or extra crispy?
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And Raw to take the 3v1. Gets one. Looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Ball, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
Jotsky looking for that damage, finds him on the Diablo. Diablo forced it back out as their health drops low. The Immortal now is at 25%.
Back down
here.
Yo on the Greymane, gonna be the first to fall. But is it ETC? No, that's Malthael up there. A triple.
The Leyline used in the back, catching 3 people on top. That followed up by the APOC and the Lurking on. Catching 2, but this time on, it's gonna be the first one.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi.
There's the lead, catches him in the mud pit. Time trap does pop. Mosh pit goes out. Ruben's still in trouble. Pops to stay a while and listen, but it's not going to matter.
Here comes the Bloodlust on the backside. The Visual gets under and then stunned. Oh my goodness! The combo!
Getting struck down, ETC getting killed. He becomes dog food for the Greymane.
I didn't think they had a chance. I thought it was all over. We said all or nothing, and they got absolutely everything.
Howdy, hello, welcome to twitch.tv/El Taquito, where we always have an empty puppy bed because he's outside terrorizing the neighborhood. I am Taco. Along with me are, well, I guess including me, we are half of Region Rebel here bringing you some Div E-East action. We've got a power matchup tonight between the currently ranked number 3 and number 4 teams in the division who both have the potential to move up in the rankings based off of this set. Patrice, Silcoffee, how are you lovely people today?
Good, thank you.
Good. I'm good, thank you.
So enthusiastic, Pat.
I know. Well, I'm sorry. I'm reading the stats.
I see that. You're not even looking.
Hashtag,
you're not even looking at us.
Hashtag free scouting.
I know the text might be a little bit hard to read in some instances, so there are your casters for the evening in the chat, and that command is on board. Also, again, super happy with my new emotes, which I will drop in the chat in just a moment. As we move over to the map screen, we get a good quick look at the bands. Brax's Holdout, Spot Tomb of the Spider Queen, as well as Cursed Hollow and Volskaya Foundry. 30 Seconds of Mosh is taking us to Altaric Pass, and I think with that, I think we're ready for the lobby anyway. Coffee and Pat, I'm interested in what y'all think about what we're going to see in this draft.
I mean, I would say that these are probably the two most comfortable teams. Like, they're both have been together at least 90% of their rosters been playing for 3 seasons, maybe more, but as far as I know, they're both in their 3rd season, both really comfortable with what their roles are on the team. So I'm expecting a really good brawl, because honestly, it could go to either way with these teams.
Agreed. I think there could be some spiciness coming out of the draft. We could see Hogger, usually an offlane Blaze is probably a pick up for these teams, just because, especially with an offlane Blaze, that provides a secondary engage tool for the team, depending on what their first tank is. So we'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us with something new tonight. Like you said, this will be a sweaty match, a powerhouse match coming up.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they bring out. Sorry, I just realized that one of my emotes disappeared, and I feel like I'm gonna have to start making some appeals. So I'm just gonna see what goes on with that. And it looks like one of the teams is ready. Yeah, so they are really high-performing teams. They've both been in the division as long as we have, and we've all kind of grown up together. So I'm really excited to see us all. I think all three of us are going to move to Div D based off of performance this season, and just how things are going. But I'm not sure. I think it'd be really interesting to see a good group out of our set, or a good set out of our group moving up. And I think we can get a good evaluation of that based off of the play we see tonight. So with Alterac, there's going to be a lot of that emphasis on the camps, maybe some pretty sweaty boss plays. And Pat, do you think we're going to see a focus on the macro, or trying to really hard engage onto those objective team fights?
Honestly, both these teams are really macro efficient. One even has it in their name. But I wouldn't be surprised with some cheeky play. Like you said, bosses don't win the game on this, but it puts so much effort, so much pressure. I could see maybe like a Hogger or Twin Blades Varian could possibly show up here. So I think they're gonna try to sneak some stuff in there. But when it comes to the objective, both teams are going to be very careful, I think. So I think it's going to come down to just the right moment to strike. We're not going to see any silly plays, I don't think.
Yeah, I think a prudent approach, a prudent caution, I should say, will be very important here for sure. Uh-oh, my thingy is being weird. All right, and now as we go into the draft, let's see if there my emote went. For some reason I couldn't find a particular emote, and it just disappeared. It blended in just so prettily.
Thanks, Random, for changing your story. He says he only flames macro machines, so I guess we know why Random Task is here. He's decided to rewrite history, but I'm okay with that.
All right, there is our first ban coming out there.
No
Lunara.
No, go ahead, Coffee, because you're talking about the game.
I'm talking about the game, yeah. And then, of course,
that's happening.
It's gonna be the theme of tonight. Shut up, Taka. We're talking about the game. No, real quick, while I have you interrupted, Raka is confirming that our three teams are at the top of the Div E Nations.
Yeah, doesn't matter what. That's the real standings, not the whatever NGS standings. The Raka Div E Nation standings.
Yeah. All right, Coffee.
Yes. As Coffee was saying, bans.
Back to the game. We know that they have a very good Lunara player over there on the side of oh my gosh, why can I not think?
It's
30 seconds.
So anyway, back to unrelated things.
Very meta bans coming out from 30 seconds to Mosh. Target ban over there for the Anduin from Mama.
Yeah,
I think I actually really like that Lunara ban, because Joe and Rhaegar are off, or the meta bans. You can't allow, especially both on the team, can't allow that to happen. Generally can't allow either one. Lunara giving vision around the objectives for those flanks, being able to spec into high siege damage as well as rotate around the map fairly reliably quickly, because not having to take time to mount, moves a little bit faster. She's mobile. I think Lunara would be a strong pick here, and so yeah, great ban. And the captain with his Jaina.
And a Brightwing was left up, and a Brightwing wasn't taken.
Yeah, that's weird.
Know.
Born to oops.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Stukov is so OP, especially in those corridors where the objective is being played at.
And I think coupled with the Jaina is going to be really strong already.
Yeah.
And Macro Machines does like to play kind of a aggressive team comp, and a silence on top of that team can really mess them up. But yeah, there's a Brightwing, there's a Vala. Prezek loves his Vala.
He does.
So with the mid ban, 30 seconds to smash is still looking for a tank, and Juke City on the Blaze probably tanking, but that we know offlane Blaze has been a very, very strong
I'm almost
pick,
positive
so.
that's an offlane Blaze.
So 2 tanks still available, or still probably going to get picked, and so I would kind of expected to see those bans here, but the Chromie ban is interesting. But then again,
the vision and the stall, yeah.
Right. Darien.
Yeah, vision in this game is currency. It's information, and that can be a very powerful thing, especially for rotations.
I'm curious if Anaressa might drop the Junkrat here. It's still up. Often you see him being an early pick on this because, again, vision and stall potential. So it could be pretty good.
Junkrat's a very strong hero on this.
But I do know that Ratson does play really good stitches, so you'd have to worry about the hooks on that one because by default, if you're stalling, you're telling everybody where you are. So. Well, there you go. Okay, all right. They take the stitches from him.
Is a great pickup here. Great macro potential, making sure those lanes stay clear, inspiring troops all along.
Yeah, with only really one camp relatively available to cap, I'm not sure. I don't think we're gonna see Exterminate. Well, I think you see Exterminator if they're planning on defending the objective and then pushing. I think maybe with the Jane and the Stukov, we might actually see an ace in the hole.
That's true with all the slows provided. I just Jim Laner.
Jimmy the large minion
so much fun.
Laner.
Yeah, yes.
Offlaner Rainer.
Yeah, it's close to my heart, so.
Well, that's a really good potential we're talking about with, like, if you have a boss pushing and you have Hyperion, you can get a lane pushed out really far. Deathwing. Oh, okay, here's some
something
spicy.
different here.
Gotta
Can't
get
be
that
stunned.
Deathwing.
It's really going to come down to, I think, Macro Machines is going to want to get picks because they don't have the most wave clear. It's kind of maybe it's like outside of Blaze, everybody else is a bit harder to efficiently clean lane. But
I don't know. Ball is pretty good wave clear.
Ball is pretty good. Yeah, well, under Frizzek is pretty good, but you might have to take a little bit more. I think it just takes a bit more time than what 30 seconds is showing.
All right, friends.
Especially
So
with the Deathwing.
we are going. Yeah. We are coming out of the draft. The prediction is live. Pat and Coffee. Who has the stronger draft?
Oh, I don't like predicting anything because I feel like teams can pull a fast one on us and surprise us. So I'm gonna abstain from making a statement.
I'm just gonna say Rainer. Everybody else sucks. It's just Rainer. He's just gonna march it down. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Yeah. Do that. Yeah. What do you think, Taco?
So I really like the Diablo combo with the Blaze. I think they're going to be able to get a really good setup for the Vala in the lane main, but like we talked about, the Jaina with the Stukov is going to bring in a lot of CC, a lot of damage in an area that Macro Machines is going to try to group up in, and Deathwing's going to be really strong into that and negates a lot of the Macro Machines combo. So I think it's really going to come down to the execution of Macro Machines. I think they have the stronger comp with execution. I think 30 seconds to Mosh is going to have an easier time with execution. That gives them a big advantage. Speaking of 30 seconds to Mosh, Pat, would you do the honors?
Yeah, so Bornishine on the Stukov, Dire Pants on the Stitches, the Captain on the Jaina, I'm a Burb is I'm a Dragon, and Anaressa on the offlaner Rainer, who's going straight to bottom right now. That's 30 seconds. Who's doing
Still
the
Coffee,
macro?
I'm sorry, Still Coffee, if you grab
okay.
Macro Machines.
All right, Arcane on the Brightwing, Ratson on the Diablo, Frizzank on the Vala, Just Poet on the Leeming, and Blaze is being played by Juke City 88. And if you take a look at these early talents, it is indeed an Exterminator Rainer, which I can respect that choice.
There is a lot of value because it's such a big map. Exterminator Rainer getting ganked. I had the talents up, so we didn't quite see that charge. There's the flip. Is this going to be the end for James? No. Jimmy makes it out by the skin of the little green plastic. That is. I thought that was a really well executed, coordinated gank. Jimmy is just such a resilient minion that.
Resilient minion.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
now we can take a look at these level 1s, as was said. Got that Exterminator. I am liking the low blow with the Lurking Arm build. I think it's going to synergize with the Jaina and the Deathwing, which we're talking about really well. That's Patchwork Creation, not a good place to get globes, so I like that pick. And I think pretty standard all around level 1s. But chat, friends here casting with me, if you think there's other talents that we need to talk about, we'll talk about them, we'll debate them. We've got 3 mines here, and at least one of them has got to be beautiful, right? The law of numbers averages?
I mean, I would think so. I would think so.
Oh,
There's a hook
hook.
on the bear. Oh, on the Vala, sorry.
On the Vala. Pat, what's going on in the off lane, though, my dude?
Well, I was going to say, I'm surprised to see, like, I mean, I like the offlaner Rainer, but they're not going to get the value of the inspiration by having Anna Rusted down here. But she is able to push down pretty hard because she knows that they're in the middle lane, clearing up that camp. So it's a little, I would say, real Juke City down here, but he's in the top lane. I got 2 off lanes to watch right now. So then you got Deathwing and Blaze up in the top, and it's just a bit of a back and forth. Nothing really interesting there. It's just big powerhouses.
Scroll away on accident. So this first set of objectives is coming up. Coffee, you think we're going to see an early battle over these objectives? How do you think these teams are going to play it out? Because this is kind of a less popular objective at the beginning.
I honestly think whatever team gets to 7 first will go for it with that talent advantage. And right now, 30 Seconds to Mosh has a bit of an XP lead. They're not too ahead, but usually that's pretty standard as we're waiting for that tier advantage or a pick onto someone.
Yeah, a pick.
Take a look up here in this off lane, speaking of which, they are pushing hard.
I really like this
it. Really
because
aggressive.
they're pushing in the, yeah.
And it makes sense because right now with this first objective being top, trying to weaken out that lane, I also think the better way to go is to try to push over the lane that the objective was on, so that's pushing during the next objective because it's the offside. And so you have relevant, equal words that I'm missing that require your attention. So you either split the team or you have to ignore something. And it's really a lesser of two evils type of decision.
I know this is kind of silly, but you told me I had to do color. I am just so pleased to see I'm a burb on the Deathwing since she's a burb, and Deathwing is kind of like a burb in that they fly in the sky, so love to see it.
Death burb.
Yes,
Death
that
burb.
is. That
So
is.
I gotta give her some love for that.
Yeah.
And the only thing better is if they were playing Jaina, because then they'd be an iceberg.
An iceberg. The hook does
the
miss, so
hook.
that's going to create an opportunity for a few seconds. You expect to hear Diablo saying hook down, and they're looking for an engage here. Knowing that, though, Born and Captain do kind of back off. They don't want to get caught. I do think, now that I look at it, though,
there it is.
Yeah, Diablo does get grabbed. I think Diablo is the desired hook target here, though, because typically you'd want to grab the volley, you want to grab the Li Ming, but they both have some escapes, and if you grab the squishy, Diablo's coming with them. So you're not getting someone isolated.
That's true. Brightwing does decide to come into the mid lane, does allow Anaressa to keep pushing, so they might be looking to collapsing on the objective, because they know level 10s are coming around the corner soon, but...
You said Brightwing comes to the mid lane, and my first thought was, but Born didn't pick Brightwing.
I know, right? That's what I came here for. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, look at this
for game
off-lane
2.
Rainer, though. Brightwing giving the attention. Brightwing going to be able to get up there faster than Rainer,
Right,
but
the
Rainer
Diablo
getting a
does notice
lot
it
of
too.
value.
Yeah. I think Rainer did sniff it out. Okay, she's alright.
And you do see 30 Seconds to Mosh electing to start that channel on the objective up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's because they knew the Brightwing and the Deathwing are down.
Yeah.
The Diablo, sorry, were down there.
Alright, before both teams hit 10, I'm going to pull up talents for level 7, because I do anticipate a fight where I'm going to drop talents again. So I don't want to cover up the screen. You can take a quick look. 30 seconds does have level 10. I think Macro Machines just has to give it now. Hi, Darien.
They're so close to 10 right now.
Oh, there it is. They have it.
Yeah.
Ratson goes in before he picks his APOC. I don't know if that was a misclick or not. The homie bunker comes down in the Stukov's growing silence, and the leaping laser misses. That hook onto Blaze, though, as he comes out of the bunker, really great attention played by Dire Pants. A little bit of a prediction on where Blaze is coming out, but I don't think he had much choice on where to come out based off of his bunker. Just
I will say I like the
lives.
positioning of the bunker, because it actually is going to create a problem for Deathwing, sorry, because he's such a big unit. He can actually get trapped like a force wall with that bunker if it's done just right.
As the cavalry is marching, a quick look at these level 10s. Obviously Cataclysm is the heroic for Deathwing, but he does pick Bellowing Roar. Gorge on the Stitches, Hyperion for the Rainer, Welly, the Water Elemental on the Jaina, and Flailing Swipe for the Stukov. It looks like all three forts are getting pressured at about the same time. For Macro Machines. Oh, APOC comes out. The APOC combo, we didn't see the start, but we knew where Diablo was. We get to see them finish off the Jimmy Rainer, and this fort is going to stand. It looks like top fort may fall. Mid fort is defended just fine. I'm a bird just going to town on this fort. Getting hit by the tower finally. As Brightwing comes to the rescue of the Blaze. Homie Bunker comes out yet again. Stitches in the thick of it. Going to get flipped by Diablo. The Flailing Swipe is going to push Diablo away, and the Rain of Vengeance does miss. However, everybody survives the encounter.
So does the hook.
Yet again, it's like we're watching a Storm Div match where there's either nothing going on or a lot of fighting, but still nobody dies. Those level 10s for the Macro Machines. Blink, Heal, APOC, Rain of Vengeance, Disintegrate, and the Homie Bunker. So, Coffee, what do you think about these heroic picks for these teams?
Pretty standard, I think. Pretty standard.
How do you think they synergize or match up against each other?
Oh, go
sorry,
ahead.
No, go ahead, Coffee. I was just reading them right now anyways.
Oh, you can go ahead, Pat. I think they're pretty standard in the fact that you get an APOC combo, you CC someone, and you dump all that damage. You do have the lockdown with the Rain of Vengeance as well. The only other popular thing that we see sometimes is that the meme Blaze where they go combustion.
I don't know anybody who does that.
Can synergize with that APOC combo. But on the other side, we've got some huge disengage potentials with Flailing Swipe, and then you've got the pick potential with the Gorge and Bellowing Roar, as we saw I'm a Burb use up top to save their life when they were collapsing in on her.
Right, I think that Flailing Swipe will be a good disengage in front of the Gorge. So hook Gorge and you're not rescuing. Jimmy, exactly. I think coming in to finish off this bottom fort.
But Jimmy better be careful. Alright.
Jimmy said, I'll see you later. Later? Alright.
Yeah, the minions will take care of this, or...
Oh, there it is!
Yeah, and watch out, here comes the Diablo.
This is...
Oh, what a juke.
I think Diablo's trying really hard not to use APOC here. Brightwing comes in for a little bit of extra help. And I did like the play on the fort there by Anaressa. She moved in to go for the fort. Company came. She backed off a little bit. As soon as they left, she's like, all right, cool. They think I'm gone. And so she moved in. She did get the fort, paid with her life, but it's still a fort for a death. You know, as long as it's not me, I'll take it.
That's fair. That's fair. Bosses are taking out the top by 30 seconds, and there might be a fight or just a quick clear from the Deathwing. Deathwing, you might be in a bit of trouble with the
They took down one boss, Deathwing. Watch out. I know your lore.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cataclysm will come soon, yes.
You may be 2 raid bosses in 1 raid, but...
But they have not responded yet to that top boss, so it's probably going to get this wall.
Yeah, I think Vala's going to wear it down real quick. She didn't go Monster Hunter, so she's going to have a little bit slower clear on this in that Q build. And she's at 5 stacks of that Hungering Arrow right now.
Yeah. One thing that I'm a little bit surprised is that they weren't able to support Vala getting stacks by sending her up to Deathwing, which would be super easy stacks for her. Having her lane and have the Blaze take care of the camp so that she could get those stacks with a repeating repeating arrow.
Yeah, I think they're going to suffer a decent chunk for not having that extra damage. I do think, though, that we're going to see a Manticore out of volley, given Stitches and Deathwing. Nice jet propulsion in onto the Jaina. Gonna drop the homie banker. Jaina half held. Great charge onto Raynor to get to the Jaina for the flip. Captain's going to go down to the Diablo. Diablo getting gorged. Cataclysm for the Deathwing coming on in. Jet propulsion again. Raynor looking low. Looks to be the focus along with the Deathwing. Split focus from Macro Machines is going to allow Deathwing to live, but Raynor gets caught because the charge came up again from Diablo, and that is going to be the channel going over to Macro Machines now, who need to catch up because there's only 12 seconds left on their prisoner that 30 Seconds of Mosh is trying to free.
I mean, the good news for 30 Seconds is that they do have that wave pressure top with all. Oh, sorry, not the Brightwing did go back, but
right.
They were all showing there for a while. It's still a lot of pressure, so
they are
Brightwing can blink in here. Yeah.
There's the hook onto Diablo. Diablo going to charge away, but I don't think the channel gets stopped. Nope.
Deathwing's doing his best to stop it.
Wow,
yeah,
Deathwing gets it with a second and a half. Rain of Vengeance on top of the Stitches. Stitches looking really low. Jet propulsion going around the allies, so he's going to get caught.
Really
Diablo
good breath.
caught the ice flows. Double kill for the Deathwing.
Oh, Juke City's still in the back, but I don't imagine he's going to way up because the fort is still there.
Oh, trying
Dark
to buy
Pants.
as much time as possible for his team.
Dark Pants was getting maybe a little filled in the pants there for a moment.
Yeah, so, oh, Dire Pants. So 2 for 1, right? Jaina died, Vala and Blaze died, Diablo died but had souls. So a really big fight for 30 Seconds to Mosh, but Li Ming and Diablo are going to be able to stop this cap. Yes, you're a puppy, Darien. You are a puppy.
I was just saying, one of you puppy parents is got company.
Oh, cheeky attempt at a hook there, but does not quite connect. Verb doing their best to try to zone out the poke from Ming and Diablo.
Yeah, Born's going to get it done. 10 seconds left on this channel. I don't think Macro's going to be able to move it because they've got to win a fight before this happens. Yeah, this channel's not happening. APOC comes out, big stun from the Earthbreaker on the World Destroyer, and that's going to stop Diablo from following up on the APOC. The channel is done, but the fight goes on. Hyperion is out. Diablo stuck in the blizzard. Is he gonna get? No, doesn't make it in the homie bunker in time. Neither does Vala. Blaze popping out while the coast is clear. Oh, you guys are down? See ya. Using the ragdolling bodies as his cover.
Friends till the end, even after they're a ragdoll.
Yeah. It's more, I guess, becoming a voodoo doll.
I guess. But it does look like they're focusing their pressure on on mid, while Deathwing hangs out on top by himself. So yeah, that's because they know they have the numbers.
Absolutely. Yeah. Up. So 4 versus 3 push here, plus the boost in spell power and attack damage from the cavalry.
Yeah.
Big hook on the Brightwing. Blink heal away. Juke City coming in for the rescue, but not needed.
All right, Mr. Dibbles is back up. So they're backing off a bit. They also don't have the objective to boost them up anymore. So Deathwing might be the next target here. So he's got to be careful. He does have his fear up, so he might have an out. But
yes, you're a puppy.
Yep.
Oh.
So I'm surprised it didn't go down. I think it still will.
Yeah.
Today I learned that Blaze Bunker cancels Brightwing Blink.
Yeah, it takes them off the map completely.
Yeah, I knew that for like Tracer and stuff like that, but now I know. But 30 seconds is going to take the bottom boss.
Bratson wants blood there, but
yeah,
it's to back off and...
Only one of us can be Lords of Terror.
Yeah.
Yes. But I can imagine that 30 seconds is just going to march right up to the top boss, because...
I think so too.
Yeah, because they'll have to respond. There's going to be enough of a delay that before it gets to that bottom bottom keep.
Yeah, Rocka, Darien shoved his head under my armrest and my arm, and so I was trying to take a picture. It was super cute. It was super cute. If he does it again, I will, but I'll look at the camera.
Yeah, look at this structure advantage. Right now, no structures lost.
That exterminator getting a lot of value. This is the third camp that
Yep.
30 Seconds to Mosh has picked up.
Yeah.
I love me some Jim Raynor. Telling you.
Well, now that we're getting up to level 20, what do we have for 30 seconds?
Upgrade.
Controlled chaos.
Is that
Upgrade. Execute
upgrade.
orders. That's what I wanted to see. I want
Hook.
to see that. Master
And,
Hooker. Okay.
Arrival of a God. I like that pick. Well, you know, Stitches runs the corner. So
If he can land the hooks.
Stitches is the master hooker. Darien, would you stop scratching me? I think this is it. 2 keeps down. Almost 3. Pushing in with the boss. But they only have 1 set of minions. So Diablo getting removed with the Gorge, the homie bunker's down. I don't think there's any pushing them back. 5,000 health left. And execute orders.
Execute orders, that's what I was waiting for. Jimmy actually just needs to march in. Just keep going. Keep going, Jimmy. Yep, there she goes. 385. Come on. Oh.
There we go.
If they didn't do it, there was camps right behind them that were going to do it. So, good Gene. Good game.
Yeah, GG.
I always said good. I said good Jimmy.
30
I spelled Jimmy with a G. Yeah.
So that stops macro machines from being able to overtake 3rd place, because macro needed to get a domination. I forget if it's to actually pass, or let's see. Yeah, 2 points would tie. So even if macro machines wins the set, they'll be at 21 to 30 seconds, 22. So
that's right.
I think some of the really...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
I was going to say some of the really impressive things to point out here that 30 Seconds to Mosh was prepared for in this game is that point control with the Stukov silence. And then also I'm a Burb doing so much damage with Deathwing. And if you look at the level 16 talent, that does that AoE damage spreading among everyone. You saw a kill there in one of the bottom objectives because of it. Right Wing has to be in the area to heal them, and I think it was to the demise of the poor Vala in that case. So they got so much value over their AoE, plus the captain did Big Blizzard. So it was very difficult for Mama to stand on point. So well done. What a great plan for 30 Seconds to Mosh.
Yeah. So we're gonna wait on a lobby. I need to take a couple minutes because something just popped up. So I'm gonna run some classic Blizzard trailers, and we'll be back in a few.
In the beginning. Wait a minute, that's not. Hold on. In our most desperate hour. Whoops! No, way too far. The Nexus! The marvelous anomaly to which the Bronze Dragonflight has sent me as their champion! Oh, hello again. Or is this the first time we've met? You might ask why, as a dragon, would I choose to be this size? Meh, it just works for me. I'm here to keep the very fabric of time and space from unraveling like that. Everyone knows it's not possible to be in several places at the same time. The past you, future you, and future super creepy you? That's different times at the same place, and that's when it gets fun! Don't worry, that's gonna get nerfed. Let's review. Through all time and space, there's more power hidden in the smallest things than you will ever know.
Ignorance will be your undoing! No one can stop me!
You want original or extra crispy? Smells like victory.
My realm stands in defiance of the Raven Lord. Now his armies assail us, led by his most sinister generals. Whitemane, Witch of the Hollow. Maiev, Spider Warden. The Phantom Knight, Zarya. Alexstrasza, Aspect of Undeath. What say you, heroes? When darkness falls, will you cower in fear? Or will you stand and fight?
I was once a far strider. I swore an oath to defend Silvermoon and its people to my dying breath. It was not enough. My homeland still burned. But those days are long past. And history will not repeat itself. I am Sylvanas Windrunner, Queen of the Forsaken. And if you will not serve me in this life, then you will do so in the next.
All right, everyone, gather round. On the 12th day of winter veil, the Nexus gave to me 12 mounts a prancing, 11 wisps a playing, 10 snowmen dancing, 9 angels singing, 8 heroes feasting, 7 murlocs marching, 6 zombie cookies. What in the...
5 undead kings.
You're ruining my song.
4 chocolate frogs.
Stop.
3 sweet spiders. 2 gummy goons. And a punch. Hey!
And I'll end your killing spree.
And a happy winter hail to thee. I think that went pretty well.
Enter Multiversal Nexo Weight Championship? You better be! El Bandito Imperious! Gata de Batalla Lele! Mel Gaucho! Ganas! Legendario! Bienvenidos a la Catedral de las Mejores Batallas del Nexo! Ding, ding, ding! The fun is on! Épico! What a takedown! Give it up for MC Tombstone! Rampage, alright! We got ourselves a winner! We're going to Nexomania, y'all!
And we are back. Thank you for holding on. I hope you enjoyed the old the old
Back when they
highlight
made
reels
cinematics.
and event cinematics. Yep. And looks like we're going to Dragonshire. Oh, and we're still waiting on a person. Well,
Yeah.
what was that snide comment, Pat?
I said, looking back at when they used to make cinematics for this game.
Yeah.
But while you were away, we were talking about how they used to have updates and patches for this game too. So
They did have a patch today, right?
I don't know if you would call it a patch. There was nothing to download.
If it
They just
fix-
fixed their servers.
If
Yeah.
it fixes the loading in issue, then that's the best quality of life change they've ever made. It
Yeah,
almost
that's-
makes
we
up
should
for
make
them
that the
making
next poll.
fountains untargetable.
We should make that the next poll. Did you log in today and did you have a mismatch error? Yeah.
Speaking of a poll, I owe Rocka 10 points. 90 points.
She gets more points if she puts us higher on the divination. Just
Nah,
saying.
she just wins the points in the prediction.
Yeah, I
You
guess
guys are silly.
You're silly.
Hey.
I know we're not very good at bribing. We like say it open on recording, like, hey.
Yeah.
Y'all know about the CCL thing going live, right? I
What?
think in August it's gonna be at. They're gonna have a LAN party at the Mall of America.
It's about
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who wants to go to Miami? Let's go to Minnesota.
Minnesota. No, just about freaking time that they do a live tournament.
Yeah.
No, there was the Chili Mountain one in Florida last
Yeah.
month. But yeah, so there's gonna be that one in Minnesota, and then I think somewhere in France is the Master Clash.
Yeah.
So
I
lands
think
are
they've
coming
been doing
back.
that for a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Things
Yeah.
are returning to society in general.
Yeah, it turns out life can't stop forever. Otherwise,
Except for the ones that did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the goings on of the world can't stop forever.
Oh, Rocket, you got your tickets already set up? I love it. I'm gonna offer to carry Crushinator's luggage and see if he'll let me come with.
Oh, that would be so fun to have a CCL party over there.
Looks like we're still waiting on Line.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Is
can't
it Lionad?
forget Nexomania. I feel like we just finished Nexomania, but it's been at least a month, hasn't it?
Yeah, Nexomania was over like right at the beginning.
Of the season.
It just felt like a long time ago because I played on 2 Nexomania teams, and
an RCL team.
Yeah, but that didn't clash at all. But the 2 Nexo teams plus our NGS stuff felt like a lot at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, you gotta play more
the first 2 weeks you and I had like 6 games in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy schedule. It was super fun though.
I'm a burb. That's who we're gonna
I'm
say.
a burb. She's back.
So more
Okay.
thanks, and Blue Hawk, thank you for the follows earlier. I appreciate it.
Fun fact: I'm a burb was my teammate on Pew 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 for GGS.
Gotcha.
We had such a good time playing together.
All right.
Hmm.
So we have a full lobby. It looks like. Casters ready, I think.
Yes, sir.
All right. And looks like we're maybe gonna make it in. And I thought I delayed lobbies a long freaking time.
I mean, you still do, but you're not the only one.
Oh
That's-
no. I hope Sub-Zero's okay.
Yeah, I think they were waiting for him, but some has him hung up. Gets us more burb. That's okay.
Yeah. Really, really good play too. It was fun to watch.
Mhm.
Some
Yeah,
good...
we were discussing again during the break off camera. We were talking about how that Deathwing was really impressive. Just, I think, really helped. I don't know if you want a Deathwing on this map, but
There's already a dragon.
I know. So we got to have like an all dragon team. We need Chromie, we need Alstraza, Deathwing, Brightwing.
You know what we need, Pat?
What's that?
We need Cho'Gall.
Ooh.
We need Cho'Gall. Cho goes into the dragon. Gall is still shooting Gall things from the dragon.
Wait, is that how that works?
It better
Yeah.
be, otherwise that
Yes.
would suck. I mean,
It's the same
only
thing with
one
the
Viking
Triglav.
goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gaul can still use their ability. Oh, I didn't know
Correct.
that. That's pretty fun. All right, so
Ooh,
first pick.
Viking.
Sorry, I just noticed. So this is correct. So the first pick goes to 30 seconds. So that means that Macro Machines chose to take map pick.
First pick. So the first ban just happened by macro.
Right. First pick says at the top, blue team pick first. Am I wrong?
Where does it say that?
The dots. The dots next to the number.
Right. I show red.
We shall see.
I show a red dot first.
Oh.
Is your thing broken?
Maybe it's
oh,
showing
you know
my
what?
allegiance.
I think it has you. Tell me if you start out on the red side of the map or on the blue side of the map. When you load in.
Where my camera is? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I want to know where you load in.
Observer tricks. Hashtag hacks.
I'm surprised by these bans over there. I'm surprised by the Anduin ban specifically.
The wisp, the wisp makes sense for the Lunara, the damage and the vision.
Yeah, again,
Especially
same
triangle.
argument. Bermuda Triangle.
But
I think
Anduin
Anduin makes sense a little
Do you
bit.
think that's like something?
Dukov.
You're right. I mean,
Dukov.
You know, I agree.
Dukov,
There's
on
better
point.
bans, unless Dukov's first pick.
Do we see? I mean,
Something
there it is.
something Juke City's Rexar.
Yep.
What's Dukov?
Look at that happy face. Y'all see it in 30 seconds. But look at that happy face. Look at the smile. Oh right, draft. Oh, they still haven't picked anything. Jane and
Feeling
Stuka.
a sense of deja vu coming on.
And Vindication, right?
Yeah.
Vindication for those Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans. Chromie got left through, and Chromie is grabbed. I love it.
Yeah, I think seeing Chromie being the mid band, they're like, all right, we just got to prioritize it. I will say, having been on both sides of this combo, Chromie following up Diablo can be very frustrating.
True.
Look at that smile, though. She's just smiley. Girl.
Gosh, I wish they would play Junkrat. Oh well.
All right, Junketar. Oh yeah, speaking of Junketar, just a reminder, those of you coming by a little bit later, your casters this evening are in the chat. Because I know the text can be hard to see at the bottom. I was frantically setting up the triple box view and trying not to block too much stuff with it. So, and Ektar with the shout out to your wife. Wait, am I saying Ektar shout out to your wife, or is Ektar shouting out my wife?
My wife.
Because if I read
I think you're supposed to shout It's like a Borat line.
I agree, Araka.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a late.
Oh, Yorel.
All right, are you satisfied now,
Spicy
Pat?
burp.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna lock my camera on Yorel now. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. So if I want to go see the offlane, I know whose camera to look
You
at.
just you hit the O button.
And then 1, 2, or 3. I'm not sure. It depends on how we're listening.
You don't normally have that many. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hang on. I'm gonna follow through on the plan. Wife. It worked. Shout out to your wife. And Pat said I just shout out wife.
Yes, you're supposed to shout Borat.
Oh, Borat.
So yeah, we do see the Jimmy Raynor. That could be really useful. Just leave him in the bottom lane where most of the camps of value are. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So even if they're not winning that top, if Rexar is dominating that top lane, this will be pretty good. What's the tank? Oh.
Wait. We've got like 5 minutes and 30 seconds to Mosh.
Yeah.
About time we see them play the Elite Tauren Chieftain. Alright, so
Been a
that
while.
is the full draft. Here is the prediction started in the chat. You've got 5 minutes to run it. Give you a few minutes to see what's going on if you want to hold off on your predictions for a little bit. We are going in, and again, Pat, first opinion.
What?
Of the draft. Thoughts?
Oh, just to talk about it. I want the Urel to win, so I'm gonna say 30 seconds.
Still coffee.
But
any
other
other
than
opinions?
No, but I do think the Chromie vision is going to be really important. The speed on the Lucio is going to really help the Diablo.
Right, but Space Goat, coast to coast.
Yeah, Space Goat. Yeah,
I think
still coffee.
Vala is going to have an easier time stacking this game, and I think it'll come down to how Vala scales. Vala was not able to scale the last game because they were cleaning up camps and wasn't able to be in lane and just getting poked out or pulled by stitches, but we don't have that this time. We have an ETC, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for Mama to get a footing in on this game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, real quick, we got I'm a Burb on the Dancing Urel, Space Goat, Coast to Coast Captain on that Frosty Jaina, Born to Shine on the Stukov, Anares on the Toy Soldier, Jimmy, the Large Minion, Laner, Raynor, Dire Pants on Elite Tauren Chieftain. That is going to be 30 seconds to watch over here for Macro Machines. Ratson on the Diablo, Arcane on Lucio, Boostio, Frizzank on that Vala, like we were talking about, Just Poet, rocking the Chromester, and Juke City on Misha. That's going to be a quick early engage, charge flip, ETC into not the Blizzard, and disengage.
Yeah, so like last time, Jimmy's starting on the bottom, getting a 1-3-1 again, and this is a pretty good map for that.
They called out that rotation a lot faster. Anaressa backed off early this time, so she's like, I'm going to live, but with all my health.
Yeah. But I can imagine that they're definitely going to want to try to get that siege camp early so that Jimmy's Inspire can really push it.
Ooh, what a big engage here in the Triangle of Death.
Yeah, but good little disengage. Morven, I don't know what that is, but usually my Space Goat Coast to Coast is a reference to Space Ghost, which is an old Cartoon Network talk show that everybody else is too young to know what it is anymore.
Take control of the shrines.
Early can't pick up by the captain. I like it. We see the same for Chromie and the Vala. Vala is on that Hungering Arrow yet again, but no stacks yet. Oh, they're getting fed? Like, about time,
Hey,
meow, talents. Both Q builds for Vala and Chromie. There's Jim Laner build again, and Prog Rock for ETC, so looking for those globes.
Chromie did pick up the Armor Break, Armor Plus on the Time Trap. I'm interested to see the execution of that. I think it'll be a good setup with Diablo combos. Goat going bear hunting over the wall into the Misha and then stunned, and I'm a Burb getting axed out of the sky. by Rexar. And a good early bruiser camp as well. These bruiser camps are highly effective. Picking them up early is something a lot of teams haven't been doing. But bottom bruiser camp also getting picked up. Good anchor by the Dire Pants, getting poked up by Chromie. Free snacks for the Chromie.
Yeah, so this early on, you're always going to struggle to clear this top camp. So you might get picked off here with the good Rexar dive.
No, Rhaegar, you're not allowed in here. He was about to jump behind my computer.
You've been banned, Rhaegar.
He was about to jump into... Oh, there we go. I'm on... someone? Uh-oh. It didn't work. Rocka, it's not working.
Urel's in a bit of trouble.
Alright, and so is Ratson backing off to safety. With the help of his team, he took a lot of damage there in that bot scuffle.
Rhaegar was like eyeing the spot where he jumps to my desk and he was gonna dive into my whiskey real hard.
Does look like Born is finally going to come up here and help the Urel, but the camp's already cleared, so they might have to worry about a cap ETC by himself, but the others are coming to help him out.
And I'm a bird really just taking a lot of beating from this Rexar. The durability of Urel is nice, but again, just into two heroes like that is just gonna.
Well, she was doing fine until the spell armor came from the bruiser camp, so she really couldn't clear it because her clear early on it comes from the spell abilities. So she just kept burning her mana and taking damage.
I'd like to see Mama really get some siege here. They're missing. They don't know where they are, but they could just dump a lot of damage here.
Yep.
See how much value they can get before the rotation is made.
Yeah, and it looks to be a lot of value. Lasers are red. Stukov and Raynor show up at about the same time to help out the captain and Born show up. Two of them show up just in time to help the other DPS, and that does force Macro Machines off. But they did almost get the entire gate along with that tower.
Big slide coming out onto Rats, and there's the Silence Puddle coming out. Lucio doing such a great job just booping everyone around. Does manage to pick up the kill on the ETC.
I really like that charge by Ratson once he got kind of cornered like that. So not only did he get the armor from getting the stun onto ETC, but he gets that move speed from pressing Q. So even though he didn't move ETC very far, it became a very utility skill for the Diablo there for that escape. But it was a really good flank by Dire Pants onto him in that bush.
Yeah.
All right, both teams have these bot camps marching down this bot lane. ETC sliding in does not connect to anything.
Charge flip onto the Raynor, but that Inspire or whatever it is, going to the other one, going to go off Rallying Cry? One of you Raynor players, what's it called? The E?
You just kind of stand around and just pew and pew.
Adrenaline Rush, that's what it's called. Keeping him alive. Yeah, I know how to play this game. That flank charge onto the Jaina, moving around, getting the flip. Good patience from the Diablo, but it might not work out for him getting caught in that slow and the Stukov.
Oh, there's the time loop, and the pick does happen onto the ETC.
Let's do the time loop again. It's a reference to Time Warp, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Those of you that are less than my age out there.
I've been to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Did you take
Berkeley,
newspapers and rice and stuff?
It was so fun. I was outed out on stage as a virgin goer.
Oh, did you get the punishment at the end of the line?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they do it at yours, but they did that at mine.
I never got the pleasure of going to one.
That was a long time ago when I was a young wee lass.
So Macro Machine does have control over the dragon, but Anaressa posting up next to it. Level 10s have been online for a little bit. I've got the talents pulled up. We can take a look at that. Ardent Defender, 30 seconds to smash! Hyperion.
Time loop going out right now.
Ooh, in the bot lane. The Elemental, is that Crowd Surfer? That's Crowd Surfer. I love the pickup. flailing swipe. And then for Macro Machines, Apocalypse, Rain of Vengeance, lots of Dragon's Breath onto Born to Shorn. There in the middle, Temporal Loop, Unleash the Boars, and High Five, very nice, wife.
Ektar, all I'm gonna say is watching the film is not the same as seeing it in a theater.
But it's still fun.
Big pickup for Mama right there, 2 down.
Not
Jaina
done.
and
Gonna be
Stukov,
3.
they're looking for a 3rd pick, and they do manage to do it with some great body blocking there by Ratson.
ETC getting ganged up on by 4, then they're saying, and that's why I wore my dire pants. That's a joke.
Alright, Lucio's gonna get in the dragon here, and I imagine with they already have the siege pushing on bot, that's where the dragon's gonna go. Oh no, I am wrong.
They're just gonna run
Bit
through
of a
mid.
split push.
Run through
Yeah.
mid. I wish I had that button ready a little bit quicker on. I'm trying to, I got no reply from you guys.
But no one's cleaning it,
Sorry.
so
I'm just
here.
analyzing these choices. Big kick out into the Jaina from the Lucio is going to go ahead and back off that dragon. It is less than half health now, but they do have 13s online. Probably just going to try to poke it out a little bit while his team is taking this bot structure, which, as we know, bot lane is usually the win condition on this map.
Yeah, 3 camps that march through bot, but I do like the idea of relieving pressure, but it's really nice getting that keep pressure early on.
It did create space for them to finish that off as they were trying to burn down that dragon, and it managed to do a decent
A-Pop
amount of
combo
damage.
onto the Jaina, follow up from the Chromie, but it's not going to be enough. Captain at just under half health, going to get chunked a little bit more, but rescuing attempts from the Stukov are going to prove successful. No one dies, but the board goes down. And I think that's part of it too. Like, as we saw, Macro Machines had a hard time getting that fort down. Even with the dragon, I don't think they had the siege pressure to push into keep right now. And I think
URL might be in trouble here.
The defining part of that decision.
Never mind.
They're not going to hard engage there. They don't have 2 of their players.
Yeah, Diablo about to hug Dire Pants there.
Do we see a camp invade here? It looks like it might be.
Not if Lucio has anything to say about it. He's like, oh.
They may elect to give this. Chromie's not quite in position.
I think they give, but Ratson with the flank going to charge the captain. It does get capped blue by 30 seconds to Mosh. Time loop onto the Rainer. There is a flailing swipe. Is it going to disrupt? No, not enough. And Arrest is going to get popped by all 3 Dragon's Breaths. And that is going to be 2 kills for the camp. And I'd say that goes in favor of Macro Machines, although that camp's very important.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's 2 heroes in
Not that good yet. Meanwhile, the Bruiser Camp and Rexar are pushed top. Burb does have to hard back to reset the health and mana. So I imagine after Captain and Born get this camp, they're going to have to help her.
Yeah, there might not be much helping this fort, but this camp coming up, 3 of them there. Yeah, fort's going to live, but it's not going to feel good.
It's not going to feel good, no.
So you should see the other guy. EDC
well, with
finding
everything
Misha.
so pushed in. Yeah. Oh.
You ever see a bear afraid of a cow like that?
Yeah. Brzak, Arcane are starting that bottom Bruiser Camp in time, so that's going to be pushed in really well for whenever they have to capture this bottom shrine.
Ball is still not having a good time
gonna...
stacking.
Yeah.
Yep. Having difficulties.
I think a Grey Maid may be better suited for the same spot, given how hard it is for Volley to get stacked, and I think that's just based off of ooh, big Mosh sliding through on the Rexar as the fort goes down, not going to take damage from the fort anymore. Rexar is going to get obliterated after the Misha. They're going to go for 2 kills instead of just 1 to satisfy, but it looks like Keep is going to be traded in the process. Ardent Defender expires on the Urel. She gets slammed into the wall and finished off by the Chromie. 4-man push into this keep with the Bruiser Camp. They're going to disengage as the ETC comes in. In theory, Rexar told them that Mosh is down, but they're going to back off anyway in this 4v4. Coffee, there's a Bruiser Camp pushing top for blue. Keep keep is about half health for red, and dragon is available in general. Both teams have a player spawning. What's the play here?
If I had been mom, I would have kept trying to poke down more damage on that top lane and hope that Rexer gets back time to clear. But that's not what they did. Let's see what happens. I think they're gonna want to look for a fight, at least on the side of 30 seconds to Mosh.
Yeah, Mosh is down a little bit for structures. Oh, APOC goes out, but Diablo going to have to go the other direction. That's a big cooldown to use with no follow-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I wonder if they were worried they had no vision of where they were.
yeah. But I think you're right, 30 seconds. Now that APOC is down as well, 30 seconds a little bit farther behind. Let's take this fight well before 18s are picked up, while the stat difference is much smaller. And use it to push an advantage. The lasers are blue. Rainer's going to go up and try to cap. One of these minions may be a hero here in a second. No, they're not going to aggro onto Rainer. That's going to be the dragon over to Anaressa. And Lucia's saying, all right, boys. All right, let's back up and kill this thing. Let's kick this pig.
Yeah, she's going to have to be worried whenever she gets up because she's not going to have too much support, and there's a time loop waiting for her, so...
Yeah, I think Dragon runs
I don't
down.
know if she gets much value. I think she's just going to have to run here.
Arcane gets a cookie for that high five, lands it just in time before the dragon gets the kickoff on that first attempt of the kick.
Yeah, really good move in anticipation. Oh, yeah.
Diablo's waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
There it is. And there's a time
loop.
Sukov trying to get there, not quite in time. That patience for Macro Machines, just following it in, following it in.
All right, 20s are online for Macro Machines.
I also like that when Diablo got kicked, he's like, I'm okay being on this side. I'll wait.
Yeah, it was maybe the wrong target.
He's like,
I felt bad when I saw that. I was like, oh, that's just
he had a
setting up
Rorschach
Diablo.
moment there.
Exactly.
Bruiser can't pick up for the Macro Machines. I'm trying to go find my map buttons. I haven't used them yet this cast. Because the teams are getting kind of split up. So while they're split up and doing camps, let's take a look real quick at what we're seeing on the board. The bottom Bruiser camp is hasn't respawned yet. It's got 10 seconds left. It looks like Diablo's hanging out for that, and 30 seconds to Mosh is picking up their own Bruiser camp. Urel's going to move up for that push as Rainer's coming in, and it looks to me like Macro Machines is converging on this bottom keep, and so is 30 seconds to Mosh for the defense.
Yeah, but they're starting their Urel. She's
trying to get them 20.
Yeah.
And our mini-map zoom view brought to you by Travelocity.
It most definitely is not.
You're right. But Travelocity, if you want to sponsor this cast,
now
let
it's short,
me know.
but she's not Travelocity short.
Oh, brought to you by Harrison Air.
He's a frequent flyer.
That's true. All right, this Bruce camp is going to get taken. That mosh pit going down, not going to catch any kills, but Unleash the Boars is on cooldown. Hector, I'm glad you like it. I spent like an hour and a half setting that up one day, and I'm going to have to do it all again when I reset my caster or my stream setup. But so both teams 4v4 APOC combo. The improved
nice
block.
ice.
Yeah. That was
The
a nice block. Oh! Controlled chaos from the level 20 Stukov. Gonna stop the follow-up onto the ETC. Just slapping Diablo out of the way. Half health Diablo. Slowly trying to heal back up. Level 20's online. Controlled chaos. Winter mute. Execute orders. Death Mosh. Hell yeah. Death metal. And whatever the hell it is Urel does. Is that Seraphim? Yep.
That is a very aggressive engage right there, knowing that there are offlaners in top lane.
Yeah.
And
First
they are
got out
5 down
alive
bot.
though. Wow. We got Hellgate, Acrobat, Pierce. Improved Unleash the Boars where they root, and is that Summer Anthem? No, it's House Party for the Boostio. Temporal Loop onto the Rainer. Dragon's Breaths are gonna land. 450 health left on Rainer, so he's going to survive. Control Chaos comes out. The bug is alive, or is moving around from the Stukov. Heals are going now all over the place. Charge onto the Diablo, but the Rainer knockback is going to prevent the flip. And ETC trying to use that Encore to get his ult back much sooner. Is it 5% or 5 seconds now? 5%.
Lots of posturing to protect that the dragon capture in the middle. Yrel guarding up the triangle just to try to give a better chance for ETC, but knocking down this fort might be a sacrifice for Yrel here.
Flip. There's an extra
She's got the
charge.
unstoppable, but
Temporal Loop.
you got.
There's the time loop.
Oh, the Ardent Defender's gonna come out. Oh.
Yeah.
That was a lot of buttons, but she's alive.
She's alive. She's running to go clear that bottom wave. So, but Stukov in the meantime did capture that top point. So at least there's a delay for now. But Macro Machine's still looking for a fight. They know Stukov is behind.
Yrel jumping in. The Space Goat getting hunted by the Acrobat.
There's
Lucio,
the Boris being dropped.
I love the APOC combo on. We're with the Lucio boost onto Rainer. Rainer not gonna have a chance. Just immediately gets deleted. The execute order going the wrong direction as well. That's gonna be unfortunate. This bottom keep not long for this world. The one pickup, 22-21, up one hero. I don't think this is gonna be a finish yet. But if they get another pick, Temporal Loop on to Yrel. Not going to get extra damage. ETC trying to get away. The Blizzard being really disruptive. Lots of damage. Followed up by that Lurking Arm. I think it's going to be a reset on Lurking Arm. I can only imagine she took that hit. Yep.
Oh.
And the Mosh is interrupted. There's a lot of things happening.
There's a lot of things happening, but nothing.
Nothing's happening.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. You know. Yeah. You know, get this camp, but do they lose the Misha?
Maybe not.
Oh my god.
Run, Misha.
Yeah,
just
the M in
nothing
MVP
happening.
stands for Misha. Yeah.
Misha very protected.
Mm-hmm.
Lucio capping that top point. He's gonna relieve a little bit of pressure.
They get this bottom camp. I mean, it's not out for 30 seconds. They just need a really good mosh and a really good death mosh to follow up and.
30 seconds needs a mosh. That's true.
You need a mosh.
Yeah, at this point, you've got two strategic enters on the side at 30 seconds of mosh with the death metal and the
execute orders, death mosh. Yeah, that's true. But they should be able to get this no problem, especially with the spell armor.
kind of with the Ardent Defender, but it's not inting at that point because she's not going to die. But
no, the inting would be like the closest would be Bubble Hearth.
Yeah, with that.
I have never seen someone take Bubble Hearth in NGS. That would be hilarious.
It's kind of like the Gul'dan teleport. Like it removes you from your team for a long time. There's a big two-man Mosh. Gonna get disrupted though by the Rain of Vengeance, I believe. Yeah, because the second charge just got used. Temporal Loop is out onto someone. And someone is not going to die from it. Dire Pants on the wrong side of a Diablo going to get charged flip. That's going to go down. The domination does get completed for Diablo. He's going to be caught in that stun. He Hellgates away out of the Death Mosh! Oh my god!
He had no right. He had no right. But he's the Lord of Terror.
Oh, they want blood here. Their tank is down.
Diablo's sitting here like...
Yrel left too soon. Yrel.
APOC charge. Flip onto the Born to Shore. Absolute perfect execution of that combo.
Slowing that Jaina.
And this is why I hate Lucio. Right here. That is why. That is why Lucio is the absolute devil. And yes, I know Diablo's in this game.
Yeah.
This Macro Machine's going to bring us into a game 3. They're up 3 heroes. ETC's up in 15. By the time ETC's up, it will be 30 seconds to Mosh, but he has the Encore. Diablo trying to keep Yrel zoned out, away from the team. Anna trying to pick up that health. Almost Could have used a strategic int there, but I guess gets more value out of that Hyperion now, and then maybe dying 30% core. Never tell me the odds, Dire Pants says. He mashes the Misha and the Diablo, 0% core, 30 seconds of Mosh. This is your time. You're not out of it yet. You can rally. Oh, wait, why is the game ending?
GG's, both teams.
Absolutely. Let's move over into our Micro Blizzard doesn't care post-game summary.
We know why everybody bans the Chromie.
That was impressive, oppressive.
Yeah.
We have to tip our hats also to the Lucio play that we just saw. I saw so many great engages, disengages coming out from that Lucio play, so it was really well done.
As well as Lucio and the Chromie both ending up in the No Death Club. I'm gonna drop those in the chat real quick.
Yeah, congrats to the No Death Club.
From the talent page, Pat, do you see anything? Especially, you're our resident URL expert for some reason. Anything to point out on this URL? It's not a hero that we see very often, so I think this would be a good time to talk about her.
Yeah, pretty general talent build. They did go the Divine Steed. I didn't see it too much use in the double soaking. It can be really good as an engage or disengage tool, but the instant mount didn't quite get the value that maybe the extra slows might have done at 7. But URL just struggled a little bit into that Rexar. So I think I don't know Rexar as well, but I'm looking at the talent and it looks like the one that I have saved. So I think the Rexar was the dominant factor for at least the top lane for a good while. Can never get anything done.
Yeah, Rexar. I mean, we know that Rexar is a really oppressive hero on these point control maps, and I think it was demonstrated really well there. Silk Coffee, do you see anything else that was noteworthy, notable, interesting?
Well,
Potato?
one thing to point out is I do love this build on Rainier. The only thing that I might have changed is the level 20 is getting that unstoppable because they had so much CC on the side of Mama, and that could have helped get the Rainier out of a couple of those pickles. But I don't see anything really out of the ordinary here.
Yeah, I think it was all pretty standard. Acrobat is pretty often seen, especially with that Rain of Vengeance. If it was Strafe, maybe we see the Infinite Strafe. And I wonder, and I don't want to beat up on Frizzank, but this is 2 volley games in a row with the Q build, low stacks. In general, I think maybe shifting into you can't change the talent, but maybe taking the they've got a lot of lockdown with the Diablo and the Chromie and the Rexar. I think shifting into that strafe and then picking up the level 20 strafe to just keep rolling on it when ETC has the only real stun and Stukov has to land that silence on top of you while you're keeping range. I think Volley could have gotten a lot of value out of the Death Siphon that doesn't siphon anymore. And it might have been a nice adjustment. They still won. Macro Machines won the game, but I don't know. We've been seeing that Q build get shut down really hard.
Yeah.
And
just the Chromie was so good.
Did I not start the prediction? Oh no, I forgot to start the prediction. I thought I
just give points to Raka. That's just
I thought I started the prediction.
No, you ran away and came back, and you were frazzled.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, we're waiting on a lobby. We're gonna have to wait on people to get in. We can go back to. Let's take a look at the maps real quick. So, smile, everybody.
What's up?
Nobody wants to see this.
Well, so that does bring the score back to 1-1. So I think that precludes 30 seconds. 30 seconds to Mosh could still tie with Souls and Slow-Mo. And I don't know who has that tiebreaker yet.
I'm looking at that right
30
now.
seconds to Mosh does.
Yeah, they won 2-1 against Souls in Slow Motion. So,
yep. So
by the tiebreaker rules, they would be technically second place, but oh no, alphabetically speaking, the number 3 comes before S. So yeah, it'll show.
Yeah, it'll. Oh, is that what the difference is on?
Yeah,
the
we had the issue before where
it's alphabetical.
Us with the R for regen, we kept getting placed behind Souls in Slow Motion for a couple weeks because alphabetically.
I think it was going to be behind Macro Machines because R also comes before S.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about like week 2 and 3. I think they were like ahead of us or tied with us, but listed higher. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think. Oh yeah. So if 30 Seconds to Mosh wins here, they take second place from Souls in Slow Mo with all of. Let's see. No, Yavapai is going to be playing their 11th match tonight. Hong Kong is also playing their 11th match. So the top 6 teams right now on the standings after tonight, excluding FF and the Pancakes, will only have 2 sets left. And it's a tight race in the top few sets, or in the top few teams. If 30 Seconds to Mosh wins this and goes up to 23 points ahead of Souls in Slow Mo, they're 4 points behind the lead with 2 sets left, which puts them within striking distance. Macro Machines at 20 points. If they take this and go to 21, that's 6 points behind first with 2 sets. So, but first place has the tiebreaker over Macro Machines. So I think FF and the Pancakes is the only team outside of the top 3 that can move, that still has the potential to move into first if everything goes in favor of that outcome. Otherwise, it's a battle of the top 3 now.
It would seem so. It all comes down to these last weeks.
Oh,
I just want to let you guys know real quick that FC Hong Kong dominated over Yavapai.
Oh.
They had their match started at the same time, but they just finished up. So yeah, 2-0 to FC Hong Kong. That puts them into 7th place. So not exactly the same what you were talking about, but that puts them firmly in the playoffs, I believe. Could be wrong. No, they could still be knocked out, but it's close.
Oh.
Powers of Doom. Fun.
Jesus, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero made it! Oh, but that means we don't get I'm a Burb.
Not this time. Not this time. And it does look like Anaressa is out, so Emma Burb actually stays in.
Oh, we
Anaressa
do have I'm a Burb.
Yeah, Anaressa is stepping out. But I guess, is Sub-Zero the offlaner? I guess so.
No.
No, is it still Burb?
Sub-Zero is a Zul'jin player, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
And we are in, so 30 Seconds to Smash does pick up the first pick. I know it's 30 Seconds to Mosh, but it sounds fun. Nope, not match 1. Map picked by Macro Machines. Towers of Derm and Region Rebel. Are we ready? On Grank Blood. Sheep?
That was a sweaty last game.
Thanks for the follow and welcome. Yeah, that was intense.
Aw, thanks, Belle.
What did Bill? Oh, yes, that is true. And Pat.
Oh.
nice to our Patrice.
It's okay. I don't need it.
Why are they talking about seeing their underwear?
Oh, because the game was so sweaty, I think there was a
Oh,
diaper
I see.
check. Gotta do a diaper check. Check your nappy.
Everyone's gonna have to take a shower after this. Yeah, the Rexar play was
Pat.
really great to watch.
Uh-huh.
That's what I have to say to you.
I forgot to wear my white man cosplay, but I got a really good side slit on my pajama pants.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah.
about your hammer pants?
What's that?
What about your hammer pants?
My MC Urel hammer pants.
Yeah. I think I minimized Discord, and that's why all the faces stopped moving. My bad. There we go. I fixed it.
I want to secretly become a white main just so I can laugh like that all
No,
the time.
Taco, did I not tell you about
Laugh
the
like what?
podcast? I was gonna say in a couple of years, Phil Coffee and I are gonna start a podcast where I'm getting old, so it'll be white mane, gray mane.
Yep.
Can't be bothered.
Yell in the chat.
Hopefully, I'm hoping for a day where we'll have enough exclamatory quotes from Silk Coffee and Meow Meow Cats that we could just do a full cast or at least a podcast using just the soundboard.
I mean,
no,
you'd
you
have to have a
cannot
separate
use those.
board.
Some of those are very inappropriate, Taco.
Like
You have
what?
to have like after dark soundboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look outside,
Yeah.
Patrice.
It's definitely dark. All right, here we go. They're readies.
Let's go.
Oh, you know what, Pat? Your video is just straight up frozen. That's what it is.
It is, and my hair looks horrible. I don't like it. I
Your
blame
hair
you.
is fine.
Well, it's because I'm like looking down, so it looks weird.
No. It's like
but-
actually frozen. I'm gonna see if this will fix it.
Ooh.
No. Hang on.
Just replace me with the dog bed. I don't mind.
Someone talk about the draft.
All right,
All right.
we do have a draft scene coming up right now. Captain is thinking hard about that first ban. What shall it be?
Huzzah! Patrice is animated again. We should take advantage of this new technology. As he sits perfectly still. What an
It's the standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so I could definitely see Chromie being worthy of a first ban. The side of 30 seconds does have first pick, so maybe they go Chromie and Joe. I don't know. Lucio, you know what? Yeah, Lucio was pretty impressive, but
Yeah.
now I'm worried. Are they gonna
Lucio
leave
set
both
them
of
up for so many kills and saves in that last game.
In the words of
Mhm.
Random Task, and I'm gonna take the liberty of using the one per cast on my own stream. Fucking Lucio.
Yeah, I saw that. It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
It's just only a matter of which side are you on. It's like fucking Lucio or fucking Lucio.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
went from 1 to 3, Pat. Thank you.
No gray main. Speaking of mains.
Interesting.
To the caster review, that all counted as 1, because at that point we're actually counted as 0 because I was quoting. It doesn't
Wait.
count if it's a quote, right?
Right. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Greymane band
If
coming
it's-
in. Interesting.
So, yeah.
Johanna just
They
never gets
didn't-
to play anymore.
We've gotten
No.
her through a couple times. That's been entertaining.
It's true.
It's once.
Once I thought we played her more than once.
Okay,
this season.
once where I played Johanna.
Oh, that you
Once.
played her. You got to play her.
Yes. Yeah. Remember? You played Hanzo, and there was a bunny hop.
Here's
Didn't
a
we
clip
lose
of
that
it.
one though?
No, we didn't.
No, there's a saucy clip of it.
Yeah, we did not lose that game.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't casted, so no one knows what we're talking about.
Sorry, I'm talking about spooning Lucio now.
Yeah. Yep. So
I'm distracted.
Anduin picked up, so still no Brightwing from
Where's my
from
dogs?
Born. I don't know why I came here. There's no Brightwing from Born.
Will we see a Sukov from Mama?
I mean, I can imagine it could be
No?
Rhaegar's Chromie. Yeah. There's the Chromie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rhaegar
they left the
does
Chromie
get
up.
let
It was
through.
so good last
And
game.
Chromie?
Yeah.
All right, hang
Yeah.
on. One of my favorite underutilized voice lines.
Let's see what abilities they gave me this time. Chain Lightning, always good. Feral Spirit, Wind Fury. Sorry, Rhaegar. Looks like I got all the good stuff.
Who's that? Thrall?
Yeah, that was Thrall.
Throwing shade at Rhaegar.
Yeah, because he got all the good
Ooh,
shaman abilities.
Tyka pickup. And there's the Stitches again. Stitches really enabled 30
That-
seconds to match to do so much in that first game.
Yeah, absolutely. The pulls were good, and getting those isolations worked out pretty well. You don't want the meatball?
Oh, there's Henry. Henry doesn't want the meatball either. Can you hear him?
Ooh, good jump, Dairy Doodle. Oh, now you want it? Now that you're not in my lap.
All right, so Jaina Ban against the captain.
Alexia coming in with the 28 raid. You were doing the other cast, right, Alexia? How was the stream? How was the set? Darian, you left. Come here. And you said something about Tychus.
Yeah, and a Hanzo ban against Frizzank, I guess. So, still leaving the ball up.
I think
Malthael.
Hanzo's a really strong but sort of underrated hero.
Well, he's got really good stall on this. You get the angles, and you don't even have to. He's got better stall than a Junkrat, but they already have the stall with the Chromie, so I would have been surprised
You
by that.
know, I'm wondering if this is the match, the one match where Fizank brings out a certain Blinky Blink hero.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and,
yeah, they haven't played it this season.
Also,
yeah.
thanks to the potato for the compliment in the chat.
Yeah, I would really like that. Sorry, not the potato, but.
I don't
what
know. I
Coffee
could
was
go for
saying.
a potato right now.
Pat,
Pat, you available?
Late night potato. Ooh,
Orphea and Diva.
I like that pickup.
That's a crushing job.
I
instead of a
think
feast, right?
Tracer would have an issue here, though. Oh, I mean, there's no point
Yeah.
in click CC, but I think Orphea is the only really gettable hero here, and
Yeah.
I see that being a toss-up.
I feel like with a Tracer, usually you'll see a Tracer being used to deny rotations and things
There it
like
is.
that. And see, I told you guys.
I agreed with you. I said I wanted it. I guess it's not. I guess I didn't technically agree with you. I just went, ooh, I want it. Yeah. So the last two seasons, season 1, Macro Machines won 2-0. Season 2, it went the other way. So this is like
The
in a way, it's
tiebreaker of tiebreakers.
the tiebreaker for the last two seasons. So the stakes have never been higher.
Be interesting. Mouth gets stacks off of Confirm the Diva mech. Am I correct in that? I don't play Malthael.
Oh,
Is
with the
Meow
last
still in
rights?
chat? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
yeah,
question?
It would work.
He can farm stacks off of Diva's mech, correct?
Yeah, it would count. It counts.
Okay.
Are you talking about
Yeah, as long as
alt
you kill it with
stacks
it.
or the stacking quest, the Memento Mori?
No. Isn't it Last Rights?
Okay,
Last
okay,
Rights,
you are
the
talking
level
about
10.
Last Rights. I still can't believe I forgot to start the game too. Maybe I did do it and someone else cashed
Now,
it in.
my
because-
question is, I guess, time loop would if Diva's outside of her mech and then time loop gets on her, she can cancel the time loop by getting back into the mech. Is that correct? I think that is.
I think
the
that's
case.
accurate. I don't know. It should
Yeah.
just rip her out of the mech and all the blood and guts on the way. On the side,
It's just like emptying the blender. Yeah.
Still Coffee.
Yeah.
Can you give me macro machines?
All right, Macro Machines. We have Frizzink on that Tracer just put on the Chromie Morvan on the Malthael Arcane 13th on the Woof Woof Rhaegar, and last but not least, we've got Ratson on that Muradin.
And in the blue corner, Patrice.
So we got Emma Burb on the Diva. Sub-Zero is in the game on the Tychus. Dire Pants on Stitches. The Captain on Orphea. And Born to Shine, not playing Brightwing, but playing Anduin. I think I like the Mac Machines comp. No one asked, but I'm saying it. Because I have seen Presents. I just got ahead of it. We played into Frizzing's Tracer and we lost that one, and it was rough. So I'm gonna say that somebody else should suffer for the same thing.
Yep.
I love how candid you are.
So Coffee, do you have an opinion on these drafts?
I like to refrain from making an opinion. I don't want to seem biased, but I am excited about this game.
Is it only because they're in our division that you felt biased, or you don't do that on any division cast?
I haven't really done that at all when I cast.
Yeah. I think it's okay to speculate on the draft. Personally, right? I think
yeah.
there's a
I'm talking
difference
about the
between
draft,
like, I hope this team wins versus like.
No.
That's always.
I mean, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But that's why, like last time, I gave a very non-answer answer of, I think this team has a really good draft with the burden of execution, but this team will have an easier time playing it. So it's like, but now I'm giving away my trade secrets.
We do have a Q build. Was Chromie Q build before?
Yes.
Or okay, it was Q build before.
Which is I was surprised just because of the time trap W.
Stuck in some body blocks. He is going to be able to walk out with that totem, just slowing him down. The pulse bomb already going out onto Stitches. He's going to be at half health. He's going to get the hook onto Arcane. Rhaegar going to go Ray nowhere.
All right.
Ray going, Ray gone.
There you go. So classic 3-man versus 3-man down in the bottom lane. Stitches going up to maybe to pick up a little bit of extra soak, and as Malthael on that Pale Horse trying to make the rotations. Oh, I heard a slap and I thought it was freaking Murky.
Snuck in, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I heard the slap from. Hi, Darien. Yeah, you're freaking cute.
I think it was just the end of the Orphea E. It kind of was the slappy, a little squishy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
meanwhile, right as the objective starting, Diva and Malthael are fighting. Malthael does blink away and loses the camp, so he's gonna have to.
But Malthael's alive because that was that Diva bomb going off there right as we got up there. Really impactful. Orphea is gonna go down though, so that's gonna be overall kills traded. Macro Machine's gonna pick up the bottom objective, and the offlaners are going to trade. So we've got ourselves a 1-altar lead for Macro Machines. Mean machine, mean machine.
What
Now
a
give me
scout
your
out in the
wallet.
bush from Chromie, just dumping damage on the flank there.
Yeah. So what are the stacks at right now? They get them pretty quick. Yep, 14 right now. Yeah.
And six stacks on Into the Rhythm. Tychus picking up this Into the Rhythm into a potentially Avatar Murd. And you know, that's it's gonna be sustained. There's not really any blinds or anything, so I think it's going to go freely. Maybe some totem attack speed slow is gonna get picked up. Rhaegar still not picking up that level 7 yet.
There it is. It is totem.
It is the totem. Totem. Attack speed slow by 30%. That's a good chunk of change.
Huh.
Cooldown for Q and W.
Pat's like, I learned something today.
No, sorry. I was looking at Tracer's level 7, which is the reducing the reload time. And I feel like the only time you really see that too much is it might be a Bloodlust.
Big hook onto the Tracer. She's going to get in front of the hook to save the Rhaegar and then blink away. Yeah, with the Bloodlust, you said?
Yeah, because like most of the time the reload time gets in the way of getting value from Bloodlust. You don't actually get too much from it because the way a Tracer works.
Oh, because the reload time doesn't get reduced.
Reload time doesn't speed up, so you like go through your clip super fast. Yeah.
That makes sense, but what about the one that deals bonus damage if you activate it at the right time?
Yeah, that's the one that I see more often. That's what I take.
But I guess you still have the same amount of reload time.
Yeah, it does. Tracer struggles to get value out of Bloodlust no matter what. So it could be a sign, or it just could be a comfort pick for them.
Yeah. Nice interrupt on the cap by Chromie with that Dragon's Breath, but Mirrodin's gonna end up paying for the sins, getting knocked down by Tychus and Orphea.
Yeah, so now we're equal on the tower shots. And the siege is happening on the side of 30 seconds into this bottom. And as we all know, bottom is the most important. Really good chastise on the Chromie. Sorry, not on the Chromie, on the Tracer. That could have been something really good for it, but
Darpant's trying to get a hook as someone's coming out the gate, but no one was coming out the gate. I like this bush up here.
They're just waiting. Yeah, now they got the level 10s.
Yeah, they've got 10s.
I don't think there's a reason to expect Macro to go that direction, though. So.
Yeah, it was still a minute out from the camp, and I guess they kind of maybe squandered their level 10 advantage there for a second. But Malthael still hasn't picked up his level 10 yet. Oh, there it is. Sleight of hand.
Alright, so we're gonna see...
Not last rites. Sorry.
Right, we're gonna see Light Bomb, Crushing Jaws, Gorge, Draken Laser Drill, and Micro Missiles for 30 seconds to Mosh. Playmaker picked up by the Rats is gonna knock the Stitches into next week. The Crushing Jaws is gonna catch Ratson though. Mirrodin gonna try to get out. I don't think he has jump yet. And Leap of Faith onto the Stitches.
Oh, that hook.
Going to be a save. And everyone's going to get out alive eventually. So speaking of which, Playmaker, Last Rites, Temporal Loop, Ancestral Healing. Got to get that Ancestral Feeling. And some Tracer old Pulse Bomb upgrade that I don't care about.
It's just more often.
Don't know what they do.
It's just more often.
Big engage onto the Anduin, is Haymakered out, and does go down by Frizzink on that Tracer.
Yeah, that
it's a Haymaker combo into the Pulse Bomb. Yeah.
Big, really important pick onto the Anduin. Good play by Ratson getting behind Anduin to knock Born to Shine out of position. I saw 15 HP on the Malthael. That's timeless onto Tychus, and that is a tough break for 30 seconds of Mosh. Barely missing out on a kill on the Malthael, losing their healer, and then their Tychus super staggered. Darpant's looking really low. Looks like Tracer is going to get that cap. Darien, quit scratching the shit out of my arm. Yeah, but you're cute. Okay.
That's how you get away with it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, Towers of Doom doesn't necessarily get up to that point, but I would be excited to see the level 20 upgrade for melee on Tracer, which would allow a really... Well, it does... if you put the Pulse Bomb on someone and then punch them with the melee attack, it hits them. So you could have some serious fun with Haymaker reset and melee...
Interesting.
Melee attack.
There's some hooks and jumps and Dragon Breath going out. The Pulse Bomb goes off, but not a whole lot. Coffee, while they're dancing around but not actually doing anything, we've got a fairly even game. Still just a 1 ultra difference. Both teams seem evenly matched. But real quick, Diva and Malthael just fighting to the death. No, they're just gonna walk away from each other. They're like, all right, cool. Respect. But what do you think the approach for both teams is? They're both level 13. There's a 1 ultra difference. They're just basically tied. What do you think?
I'm not sure, honestly. I think they're gonna look for an opportunity of someone being out of position, look for an engage, and get a pick so that they can get a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah. Oh, if they had just barely seen Macro Machines
and it
walking
looks like bush, they are rotating up as quickly as possible to see if they can catch this Diva, but...
I'm a bird, fly away! Fly away.
Oh,
there's the Gorge.
It's not...
Mirrodin has jump, though. He should go up and jump. Yeah, okay, that's about right. Not quite.
Oh, the Ancestral doesn't
Ancestral.
quite channel in time for that save.
Right, but there's still 2 and 3 heroics up for macro machines. They're down by 1. No, Bordenstein gonna go ahead and cap. They don't want to try to press their luck into what was pretty much all of the heroics used already.
I think it's gonna come down to like, for 30 seconds it's gonna come down to one really good hook. They can capture the Rhaegar because he's got his wolf form, but he's probably the easiest target to grab, honestly.
I would love to see either Stitches run into the dead zone and friendly hook a sapper through for the last point, or Muradin go sideways, right, and punch one of 30 Seconds to Mosh's heroes to push oh no, that won't push his own sapper. Never mind.
Huge engage here, 4v5, and they do get the pick out onto the Stitches.
It's a good kill on Stitches. That's going to bring up a 5v4.
Playmaker.
Playmaker does connect.
Captain looking low. He's gonna looking dead. That ragdoll effect just spiraling Orphea into the mid lane. This top 4 getting some pressure. 3 sappers did walk into it. Tracer gonna pick up the siege camp, it looks like, while Muradin and Rhaegar clean up the lanes.
The altars rise again.
So, still a big old 4-man push down here.
Well, technically 3 right now, but is rotating
sorry,
down.
I meant to say 4-man scrum because it was 2v2 and then someone came down. But you're right. I did not say any of the words I meant to there. As they say in the hockey game, big scrum along the wall. It seemed like both sides had 2 people just pushed up against the wall trying to get to each other. D.Va gonna get the channel on the top left. Malthael gonna get the top right, and we're gonna have a fight over this middle altar. This could tie up the game or further increase Macro Machine's lead. Macro Machine does kind of have the momentum from the second game, though.
No.
What a great purge onto Ratson, denying the CC from the Jaws from Orphea.
Walking out of that crushing Jaws is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
There's the light bomb. Ratson gonna get stunned and killed by it. The Draken laser drill is down. D.Va gets traded out though as well. Malthael looking low. The hook is gonna stop him from moving. Anduin finishing off the kill for Zank though, going absolutely crazy. Chromie dropping sand all over the places that Stitches and Orphea doesn't want that sand. And Tracer finishing out the Anduin. That is going to be a.
Are they gonna cap it or? I was curious if it was
5 kills.
Yeah, I probably would have called to finish this before capping it, but maybe they just didn't want to push their luck.
Yeah, but
well, hopefully
it's okay. They get this camp now.
Hopefully, 30 Seconds to Mosh doesn't end up with just 1 point.
Yeah.
Or 1 core health.
Yeah.
But 30 Seconds to Mosh, looks like they're gonna. Tychus wants to get this tower back soon, but he's gonna get chased out by Frizzang. A lot of aggression coming out of the Tracer, and they're gonna try to escort these sappers in. D.Va trying to relieve pressure top. Malthael didn't see her go up to the camp, I think. Big hook on a Tracer, but it's Tracer. I guess, but making her use her abilities is still important because it kind of takes her out of the fight for a little bit. Yeah,
I mean,
Malthael had no idea.
She has
D.Va was
blinks.
on this
It's
camp.
fine.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Using those blinks up means she has to back up until she's got blinks again. Oh, the Dragon's Breath.
Oh, big engage, but still goes down. Despite being pulled by the Anduin. There's the time loop out onto the captain, but Warren is ready with that double pull.
Oh, that almost looked like a huge crushing jaws, but it caught 1 instead of 3, and Tychus Orphea going to fall. Macro Machines looking in a really, really strong position right now. Objectives are coming up. 3 are down for at least 30 seconds. This should be 10 points in favor of Macro Machines right here, right now. But D.Va trying to get this top 4 down. Malthael going to come obstruct that endeavor.
Not gonna happen.
But this tower is a comebacks for a reason.
It is.
Yeah.
This is the game 3 map, so You know, we've seen 1 to 40 comebacks. A 5 to 24 comeback is nothing. Just
Morven is okay.
hop
It
on
was
the
like-
wings of I'm a Burb. What about Morven?
Oh, he was soloing the boss and struggling. So the ancestral heal does come out because they have level 20. So everyone's topped up. There goes. So 1 point left on the core.
Okay, 1 to 40 has been seen. 1 to 4 is nothing. Or 1 to 24.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've been in games where we had 1 point left and managed to make a comeback.
I don't know if it was 1 to 40, but yes.
Alright,
It
there
can
is
happen.
the damage reduction from the D.Va. Captain able to maneuver
8%
out. The
in
Crushing
the
Jaw's
dream.
going to miss, but I think it was zoning. Frizzank trying to put damage onto the D.Va. Ratson looking for an opportunity to stun. Tychus moving in. Sub-Zero, 103 stacks on that minigun. I think bigger they are would have been a better call here, but Direpan's getting the gorge onto Mirrodin. Mirrodin's going to be able to jump away, I think. But
Maybe
no,
it does not.
the Playmaker goes off. Mirrodin dies, but so does Stygius to the last right. But there's no sappers moving in, so this is purely a fight for advantage here, not for the game. And the altar is up. So this is 4v4, no tank. And with the altar up, 30 seconds of Mosh has to say, you know, we got to go through, otherwise we're just giving game now. 14 seconds until the altar, and they're not moving towards it. Malthael should be on it already. The totem to interrupt the rotation. Frizank's headed to channel.
They're letting Frizzank have it.
Yeah, and I don't think they get there in time now. Frizank's halfway
trying,
done.
but-
D.Va might get in there. No, the micro missiles doesn't hit, and that's gonna be
That's
game
the
number
game.
3 over to Macro Machines taking the set. The rankings stay the same, and a really, really close set overall. Hopefully we can grab Ratson in the chat for an interview. Really, really close game or set overall.
Very close.
The game 3, 24 core points to the end. It's Towers of Doom, right? The whole thing is close, regardless of how many altars you manage to squeeze out. That micro missiles almost got the interrupt. That's close. Like everything about that. Again, games a lot of times feel nowhere near as close as they look. So that looked like a close game to me, despite the score. And the set overall, really exciting, really fun to watch. Pat and Silk Coffee, tell me about these stats and talents.
No Death Club is the only stat that matters. Chromie and Tracer.
Chromie and Tracer with the No Death Club. If you've got it in the chat, pop it in the chat.
Yeah, that was some pretty awesome aggro play coming out from Frizzank on that last game. The Tracer just being such a pest in the backlink, blinking in and out. That must have been frustrating for them to try to lock down since they didn't have any point and click CC. So really great last pick on their part. It was a great last pick on their part, I thought.
The reverse sweep from Macro Machines really came in. They had that momentum coming out of game 2. They had the kind of pocket pick on that Tracer. It worked out really well. Let's see if we can find Ratson in a lobby. Why don't I meet you guys in just lobby 2 in NGS?
Okay. The casting lobby or
No,
just
no.
lobby
Yeah, we'll go casting lobby 3 because there's not a cap on it, and I'll move Ratson in.
Okay.
That way we don't get ambushed. All right. Let me also message Ratson. But since we're here, do you see anything? Do you see anything you like on the talents, either of you?
Talents. This is the same build that Chromie went, and it really worked out. I think Chromie got so much value with those piercing Qs. That worked out well. The Orphea build is a little bit strange to me. I don't think that's not a build that I normally see on Orphea players. So I'm not sure about that build, but everything else looks pretty standard in my eyes. I agree with you. At the beginning, I might have gotten a little bit more value, but Sub-Zero did do a lot of damage.
I see Ratson and Poet in Coin Toss 5.
Yeah, and again, I think the Chromie Q build is pretty effective. I think it would have been.
We're talking about your Chromie.
It would have been fun to see the Dragon's Breath as well with that temporal loop, but Pierce just gets so much value at 18 when you're playing for that. Playmaker is generally seen as the lesser of the two ults for Muradin, but it has a lot of playmaking potential. That's why it's called Playmaker instead of the Haymaker that the one dev who pretends to care about the game calls it. But speaking of Chromie and Muradin, with us we do have Just Poet and Ratson. Congratulations on the reverse sweep.
Thank you very much. Just the way we had it drawn up.
Oh yes, you only wanted 2 points.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We didn't want to be greedy.
Yeah.
Wait a second, because
I imagine Ratson looks like Charlie Day with the conspiracy board. Yeah.
You wanna stay in 4th place to expedite our rematch, huh?
Exactly. We get the 4-5, and then we just move right up to you guys.
Yeah. So the first question is, how'd you feel about having half of Rebel cast your match?
Hey, you know what? The more the merrier. I feel that banter makes a whole arc better.
Yeah.
We had great games, and they were friendly and really close, and so I think it's awesome.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun watching it. So, game 1 so long ago on that was Dragon Show. No, that was Alterac.
No, Alterac.
Alterac. I don't even remember. So I've got the in-game view. So I'm going to pull up the draft here. Unfortunately, it's not going to look very big. That's not the right draft. Alterac. Y'all had first pick, and y'all picked the Brightwing, right? Yes. Had to have been.
They first picked Blaze first.
Blaze?
Yeah.
Yes.
Photographing memory over here.
Well done.
What was your strategy for Alterac, just in general? How did y'all have to adjust your draft if you needed to?
So to be fair, we were building a Stitches comp, and then they took the Stitches, and it just kind of submarined the entire draft after that.
I see.
Oh yeah, it's
I figured your strategy in picking up the Blaze was like, this could be off lane, this could be main tank. We can pivot with this. But yeah, that's interesting to know about the Stitches draft.
We have a lot of options when we do things like that, and it also was a good counter to. We noticed that 30 Seconds to Mosh, in keeping with their namesake, really like to layer stuns on top of each other, and Bunker and Blaze's Unstoppable and his stun are all good ways to counteract that.
Yeah. Yeah, you've never played against teams like that before, have you?
No, that's unheard of in our division.
Oh man. Yeah, so I was hoping to see. I thought it was interesting. I think the Diablo with the Stitches, you have the Vol and Li Ming that have the escapes. Brightwing and Blaze aren't necessarily easy kills either. Puppy, you are pathetic as hell. Jeez. I thought y'all had a really good follow up onto the hook, so that he never actually got one hero. He got everyone that was there, which is kind of counter to what you want out of a hook. But unfortunately, it just ended up kind of overwhelmed there at the end. So coming off of that, y'all opted for first pick. What was the mindset into going into game 2? How did you use that loss to be like, all right, this is what we're going to do to adapt? Yeah.
So we felt that we did really well just in the brawls against them, and so we were kind of just of a mindset that we're just going to just slam into them. And it's just going to be, we're going to dump everything we got, we're going to take everything they've got, and we're going to see what comes out of it. Like, we felt pretty good about the team fights that we had with them.
Yeah, the team fights look good. There were a lot of times where I really liked the use of the Diablo Q. There was one where you hit ETC at point blank just to get the move speed to walk away. There was another one where you did one of the forbidden combos on Diablo where you Q'd, I think it was Raynor to flip the Jaina, and it was Chef Kiss.
Yeah.
A lot of
honestly,
Diablos
the Raynor was
think
killing me though.
Yeah, Raynor played really good two
did.
games. Absolutely. And just persistent in that bot lane, just pushing. Pat, you got anything on Dragonshire? Urel. Pat?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah, no, saying the Urel was struggling quite a bit into you guys in that dragon one, but that's what happens with a Rexar. It becomes a skill matchup, but you guys had a lot of pressure with the bruiser camps. The spell shields kind of shut her down. She couldn't really clear out any waves, so she was too occupied to help.
Yeah, and that was something we were actually planning on. Is we wanted to get on camps and we wanted to be really aggressive with them, just because they're so good at it that if we weren't ahead of them the entire time, that they were just going to start taking them. And so,
it's fair to say that's how they won game one, was just map pressure.
Yeah.
That's kind of their MO, is find all the stuff and then stun everybody. So,
but it's your name, guys. You're macro machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys gonna have to switch names next season. I don't know.
Well, we knew what they were going to do, and we just decided we could do it better. So
there you go. Okay. All right, there you go. You're gonna have a name as long
in the first one.
You're gonna have a name as long as Yavapai. Like 30 seconds the macro machine.
30 seconds to take the camp to improve the macro so we can soak every lane.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Soak every lane was a fun team. They were like the first NGS team to kind of take me in under their wing. But that's neither here nor there. So, Coffee, did you have anything for Dragonshire?
I don't have anything to add. It was just really well played. You took advantage of all of, you got value everywhere you could, so well done.
So that brings us to Towers of Doom. First, the elephant in the room worked out really well. The pocket pick coming in clutch and getting at the end to say,
piece of cake.
With the win. I know that Frizzink isn't here, but was the Tracer the pick the whole time?
No, it just was an opportunity pick.
There's no need to be rude.
Okay, I see.
I did call it though.
Yeah.
I predicted the Tracer pick.
Well done.
Yeah, they just basically gave us what would work against that, and so we switched to make it happen.
There you go. And they let Just Poet, you, my friend, got Chromie twice. And I don't think that's happened. Has that happened any other set this season?
The first two games,
the
I believe.
Couple sets,
okay, before it got into the scouting reports.
Yes.
Okay.
That was absolutely what happened there.
But it worked out. Did you get that sense of satisfaction? It was like, oh, I get to play Chromie. Oh, I get to play Chromie again.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I'm so used to having it banned out. I'm like, okay, so when they ban this is how I can adapt or what I can play instead, and so on and so forth. So it was nice to not have to do that. The first game, I was actually surprised to not see it banned initially. They waited till the third ban to do it.
Well, because they had to ban Joe and Rhaegar.
Yep. And so, it was interesting, and we've played that game before, but, as comfortable as I am on her and as much as I like it and she pumps out the damage, it's not generally always going to be worth a first pick.
Right.
Especially into teams like this where we know some of the stuff that they play counters it well.
Yeah. So if they had gone the other route and they had banned, they go for the Chromie ban and they go for another target ban instead, and they leave, because if they have the second pick, right, and they leave off the Joe and the Rhaegar so that y'all get one and they get one, which do you take?
Oh, that's some unfair illegal scouting right there.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
We take everything because we play all of them really well.
It was worth asking. It was worth the shot. It was worth the shot.
but honestly, that conversation is just me and Arcane start yelling at each other, and whoever yells loudest gets their pick.
You mean whoever clicks fastest, right? I was hoping to catch you in a good mood with that.
I appreciate the effort.
And I respect you enough to admit it. So, all right. So, you two fellow rebels. Anything else on game number 3 or the set altogether?
I don't know. Just thanks for the Tracer pick, Frizzink. It was fun to see it come out.
We will pass it on.
Yes, I was saying last time, I think it was 2 seasons ago, he wrecked us with his Tracer, and I was like, prediction, I'm going to go with the Tracer because I want somebody else to suffer with it.
Yeah,
so
when it comes out, it hurts.
Yeah. So I guess the only other question I have real quick before I turn the floor to you, you're having a good season, 30 seconds of having a good season. as well. And y'all were a pretty strong team last season. We've kind of grown through Div E together.
we tanked last season.
Was last season the tank season?
Yeah, last season we had some roster issues. I don't want to go into that.
No,
But
yeah, no, I understand. But do you think you've performed? Do you think you move up to Div D next season, regardless of how the rest of the season goes, or you think you stay here?
I don't know. I mean, I think it does depend on how the rest of the season goes. Like, honestly, like, if we don't finish in the top couple, there's no reason to move up to a Div D. But I think if we,
I will leak a little bit of information that, like, for instance, where Rebel is right now, it doesn't matter if we throw the first round of the playoffs, we're gonna move up because that's a performance thing, right?
No, that's fair.
Yeah. But okay, so you
Yeah,
still,
so if Macro Machine stays in E, I'm gonna join you guys.
I like it.
How do you think you would perform well in Div D, or based off of how your season's going, or what do you think?
I think we. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we have the capability to perform well there. And I think it really just depends on how well we're communicating and paying attention and doing draft research ahead of time.
Yeah.
So I would say go ahead and just run with that. That Poet guarantees Div D championship for Macro Machines next season.
I would give the same
Alright,
answer
sure.
Poet gave, except I don't want to work that hard. I don't want to care that much.
That is absolutely a reasonable response.
We're all busy, so that probably won't happen, but it could.
Yeah. Well, I think I think it would be great because I think we've got a really competitive top of the group, and I think it'd be really fun for all the teams to stay together.
I agree.
And
we've all played together for 3 seasons now, so it is kind of cool that we all know each other.
Developing these relationships. Like I told you before the game, I love the pre-game lobby where we just get to sit around and shoot the breeze. But I'm sure there's a lot of people sitting in the chat that are like, I'm about to leave if you don't take me somewhere else. So real quick, to Ratson and Just Poet, the floor is yours for shout outs, anything else from the set that you think we should have talked about, whatever.
No, I think you guys covered it real well. I was going to shout out to our coach, Random Task. Shout out to Zedman. He's the head of the Bunker Fun Times organization. Nobody, who's a sub that doesn't get to play as often as he should. And then just the rest of the team who, lets me get killed a lot.
Well, we got to stay on top of you on the stat page. Shout out to Rackham for that. But, Just Poet, did you have anybody?
Yeah, I had to echo that, and then of course it's the casters and the fact that we are all keeping this game alive, and it's awesome because it's an awesome game. Also, a really good shout out to 30 Seconds. They were a challenge, and we had to do all of our homework to make sure that we could be competitive with them, and they were all good games. So, absolutely awesome to do.
All right, Just Poet and Ratson, thank you so much. Again, these are your representation from Macro Machines and coming out on top tonight. Congratulations to you guys on the reverse sweep, and we may see each other soon.
Oh yeah, no man, we're looking at what, 5 weeks?
It depends on. Oh, I don't want to show that.
On seeding, but yeah, no, it's
and a few weeks. It may be maybe sooner than that, maybe longer than that, depending on if Taco throws or not. So you guys have a great evening. Enjoy the win with the boys, and Silk Coffee and Pat, I will see you back in the chat.
Okay.
All right, thanks for casting. You guys take care.
Yeah,
be safe.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
My name is Deckard Cain.
Oh. I accidentally hit the Deckard Cain rap. Pat, I need your camera. Sweet. Okay. Good. So I can go back to this. So that has been Macro Machines taking the set in a reverse sweep fashion over 30 Seconds to Mosh. Pat, Coffee, final thoughts on the set?
It was sweaty for sure.
Yeah,
And really fun games to watch, so appreciate both teams. # not a scouting cast.
Well, if we play our cards right, we we can avoid both teams in the playoffs. We can most effectively do that by
we
just
can
losing
avoid
in the
one
playoffs,
of them.
but
We'll face the other one in the finals.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's worst
Yeah.
comes to worst, right? But
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good
we'll-
set. Two really good teams. So Coffee, where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitch, as you can see in tiny writing, twitch.tv/coffeewithsil. I am currently casting NGS games at least once a week, and then on Saturdays I've been casting the Calamity Cup, which is a Latin American tournament with a cash prize, and that's been pretty fun. So that's where you can find me. Hit me up in the Nexus. I love to play this game.
And Patrice? Junkadar,
That would be
Space
me.
Jesus?
Jugadar F Space Jesus. Yeah, I mean, mostly Twitter. I do have a Twitch account, but I don't really stream, so.
Well, I put
you know.
your Twitter in the caster info.
Oh, okay. I didn't know which one you put. So yeah, they're both ProSpinPat. Either way, either twitch.tv/ProSpinPat or @ProSpinPat on Twitter. And I mostly just retweet things that I think will annoy Taco. That's about it.
Yeah, you know. Okay. And I am Taco. I am the captain of Regen Rebel with these fine folks next to me. We've got 2 more games left in the season. Our next match is being cast by... Is that the one cast by Dudettes?
Dudettes. Sorry, Dudettes.
Yeah,
That's that's tomorrow
my
night.
homie.
That's tomorrow night at Dudettes. You can find her on the NGS Discord with the link because I don't have a link readily available. And then we fight 30 Seconds to Mosh in a couple of Dark Knight. Whoa! Let's not get hasty. Whoa. We're playing against 30 Seconds to Mosh on Wednesday, which also happens to be my anniversary with my lovely wife and healer Vel. So we'll see how that goes. But I forgot what I was saying.
Dudettes,
It's Dudettes X.
It's Dudettes X with 2 U's, 2 T's.
There we go.
Woo 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 T.
Yeah, Dudettes.
Woo woo T.
Yeah, and then you can find me on Twitter at the Lil Taco, which is also in the chat just a little bit above, and at Regen Hots for Regen stuff. I actually need to get that Twitter account back onto my new phone. I need to talk to Murdo about that. But yeah, I try to tweet out when I'm casting and stuff. I forgot today until an hour before, so whoops. And still no pickup on the match against 30 Seconds to Mosh. I'm gonna work on finding cash for that because that should be fun.
We should have told Ratson and Poet that the payment was that they have to cast our game against 30 Seconds.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, I'll talk to
Yeah,
Ratson about
they're
it
still
later.
listening.
That's fun.
I'm calling you out.
All right, and with that, we are Taco, Pat, and Sil Coffee, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night in our match. We're gonna go over to Fun's TV of Wild Heart fame, and this has been NGS.
Jotsky looking for that damage, finds him on the Diablo. Diablo forced it back out as their health drops low. The Immortal now is at 25%
Back down,
here.
yo, on the Greymane, gonna be the first to fall. But is it ETC? No, that's Malthael up there, a triple.
The Leyline used in the back, catching 3 people on top. That followed up by the APOC and the Lurking Hawk. Catching 2, but this time on is going to be the first one.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit, while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi.
There's the lead, catches him in the mud pit. Time trap does pop. Mosh pit goes out. Frugal's still in trouble. Pops to stay a while and listen, but it's not going to matter.
Here comes the Boros on the backside. The Visual gets thundered. And then stunned. Oh my goodness. The combo.
Getting shrunk down, ETC getting killed. He becomes dog food for the Greymane.
I didn't think they had a chance. I thought it was all over. We said all or nothing.